You can't see me very well, but it's going to have to do. And you watch me lose you. You're going to fall off multiple times on my way to the supermarket, but we're going to do it anyway. So that I'm not sitting in the car park and wasting my space, my time that I could be standing in line while we're at the supermarket, because there's going to be a big line because it's kitty and there is always a big line. I'm just going up the hill. So anyway, welcome to my 35-week update. 35 weeks pregnant with baby number 5, and I haven't had a baby. Last week I wasn't sure if I would have a baby by now because I had been having pains for like a week straight, but no tightening. It was like contractions but without the contracting, so I didn't know what that was. But it seems to have gone away now, and I only need to hang out for 2 more weeks, less than 2 now. Today is actually Saturday, and I was 35 weeks on Thursday, so it's more like a week and a half that I have to hold out for before, like, to be able to stay home safely. So yeah, excited for that, counting down the sleeps, like 12 sleeps or something. And this week the reflux is pretty out of control. Ooh, and that Spice Traders is open. That hasn't been open for the majority of the lockdown. The reflux is, yeah, it's pretty insane, to the point where the other day Jason made me drink baking soda in water, which was disgusting, but hey, it did the trick. It worked like really well, but I'm not sure that I can do that again. I think I'll just deal with the reflux, although he pointed out to me that it's probably not good in the long run, like everything's getting burnt that shouldn't. So maybe I should be taking the baking soda, but I don't know. The other thing is my back is getting worse. Actually, it hasn't been too bad today. I think by the end of the day it's really bad. The lower part of my back, I don't even know if it's my back, I think it's my hips, but like when you think hips you think out to the side, but it's right at the base of my spine and then, you know, just out to the side. So I think it's to do with my hips. Probably just all the ligaments being soft and and whatnot. And then like my belly's getting really big. It looks quite big, and just not holding the weight properly, if you know what I mean. I'm at the supermarket now, so I'm going to find me a park so I can read to you from my video. And guess what? There's not even a big line. Yay! So I can read to you from my book. I don't know if I said video. I've been so muddled for words lately. Oh, there's a park. But yeah, so those are the main 2 things, is that the pains have gone away and I've had like just wicked reflux. And it's mostly whenever I sit or lie down. It's almost constant, but you know, it's worse when I'm lying down. And then they say lay on your left hand side to help, and it does help to lay on my left hand side, but that's so uncomfortable for me. It's comfortable for me to lay on my right hand side, and I end up doing that. You know, even if I try and go to sleep on my left hand side and succeed, I roll over almost straight away anyway in the middle of the night. Yeah. So it doesn't really help. Cubby's super active. I don't know if I said in my last video or not, but oh no, I didn't, because I haven't said any names on here, so maybe I'll leave that out. Oh, maybe not. Well, I was almost quite set on Wolf as a middle name. It's the only name I've had since we started thinking of names. It's the only middle name I've had for like ever, and now we have 2 or 3 other middle name options, but not really. I'm not really, you know, pretty blasé on them, but Wolf I was pretty set on. But a good friend of mine had her baby, a gorgeous little boy, and she called him Benji Wolf, and the first name that I have chosen is very similar to Benji. I don't know if we're sticking with it yet, so I'm not going to say it, but it's very similar to Benji, so we couldn't, I was kind of gutted, like we couldn't have insert name here and Wolf for our bub. so we've ditched that middle name, which Jason was actually quite happy with. He hadn't said anything, but he wasn't really too keen on Wolf for a middle name. I was. So yeah, it's a bit bummed about that, but you know, whatevs. I'm gonna read you my bit out of my book because it's really hot in here, and then I'm gonna end this video so I can go to the supermarket. Man, some of his movements are like real jarring, like painful. Oh, I don't know if pain's the right word, but you know, like super uncomfortable, make me kind of jump. Okay, what's going on? That baby is taking up stomach space. Oh, that's another thing, man. I have overeaten multiple times and have not learned. Gosh, like my eyes are bigger than my stomach. I've eaten less than I normally would, knowing, but it's still too much, and then I suffer for it after. Smaller meals more often are easier to digest. You're probably finding it hard to get your shoes on and off. Wear slip-on shoes unless you need the ankle support of lace-ups. You've probably gone up a shoe size as well, especially in width, maybe permanently. Try to walk a bit every day until the baby arrives. To reduce the swelling in your feet and ankles, stand on your head a lot, or at the very least sit down, or preferably lie down, and put your feet above the level of your heart as much as possible. This can be especially effective in getting yourself extra room on public transport, particularly if you shout obscenities as well. Toenails are in. The fingernails may be poking over the end of the fingers. Your baby would fail the test they do at the start of netball games and can scratch itself. Weight about 2.3 kgs. Average approximate baby length this week from head to bum. Oh, it's just got the arrow, it doesn't tell me the length this week. So that's about all. I've had the I don't know if constipation maybe, I don't know, like I feel like I need to go, but then I go and I can't go, and it's super uncomfortable, and I'm scared to push too hard. Probably too much information, but you know, that feeling a lot lately. And I'm just hungry. I've been drinking a lot of hot chocolates. Well, it's just cocoa, like baking cocoa, but with sugar, and I put quite a bit of sugar in it, right? And so I've stopped drinking those altogether, and I'm just drinking fruit tea now, and I don't add any sugar to that, so it's just flavored water, and it's, you know, like naturally flavored water. It's the Haltheres or the Red Seal tea, so it's non-caffeinated and it's fruit tea. So I don't know if that's changed anything, but it's probably better. I realized that my sugar intake was probably higher than it needed to be just from those, because we don't have a lot of refined sugar at our house. You know, it's not something we do. So yeah, I realized I was probably taking a lot of sugar in, and I switched that, like my hands, I changed them. Yep, I'm pretty scatterbrained at the moment, jumping from subject to subject. I think I've had that the whole way through. Hasn't really changed much. It is hot at the moment. I think I said in the last video that I managed to get colostrum on both sides just out of curiosity, because one side just kind of leaked on its own. So then I tried to like kind of hand express just a little bit to see if that's actually what it was, and it was. And so then I tried the other side. So both sides have some colostrum going on there, and I think in my book that doesn't happen until 37 weeks, and that was like a week or two ago, I don't remember. So everything seems to be about 2 to 3 weeks ahead. And in my last video I was all confused about dates and trying to figure that one out. So yeah, just want to hang out for 2 more weeks, week and a half, and then try everything we can to sort of get things going naturally. You know, don't want to pressure them or force things or start things going too early, but you know, just be ready to go. So I'm gonna wrap it up now because I'm about to hit 10 minutes, and that's a good time to stop. And I've got my data binge going, so I'll be able to upload it right about now. Alright, thanks for anyone that's watching. Enjoy your day, stay safe, have fun. See you later.